So Scope, just to set it up, I asked you before, if you think of UFC in Australia, who do you think of?
Alex Volkanovski.
If you think of, UFC world champion, who do you think of?
The Volk.
It's the Volk. If you think of, I suppose, all-round Australian sporting icon legend, who do you think of?
It's the Volk,
it's the
mate.
Volk.
I'm going to stay with Volk.
It's the Volk. There's only one answer, and he's joining us on the line, apparently fresh from a sparring session. You've just jumped out in the ring. Volk, welcome to the Mowers Club.
It's good to be on. Yeah, literally straight from the match, straight on here.
Beautiful. I can hear you huffing and puffing.
Excuse the huffing and puffing. Yeah.
Tell us about how it's all going, mate. How's the body? What does the next few weeks, maybe months, look like for the great?
Yeah, it's been good. So I'm picking up training. Nothing's completely locked in yet, but I'm just treating it as if I'm fighting in a couple of months. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that's when it's going to be. So I'm just just dialing in. Doing everything right. I'm dieting already. Laying off the alcohol, been laying off for almost a month already. I usually don't do all this stuff this early, but I'm going to have, one good crack at this. I've got a few more left in me, so let's do it properly.
Well, I love that, Volk. And everyone knows about your history. You've taken fights on short notice before. Talk to us about a plan like this without knowing a date. Like how long are you envisioning? Like what's the thought process? How long do you think would be the closest time where you might be able to get? Dana might give you a call and let you know when you are fighting, preparing for.
Look, as I said, we've got a date that we're looking at. Like obviously the April date kit's thrown up a bit, but I think they still need a. I just realised I had the mouth guard in that whole time.
Mate, we couldn't tell. You are flying. Keep going.
So we'll see what happens. I think they're just waiting on Ilya. I got told that I'll know by the end of this weekend, so I will see. So I think it's either Ilya or Lopez.
Oh, there we go. End of this weekend. All right, set the
for the belt though. The belt. If it's not for the title against Ilya, it'll be interim or it's vacated, and they'll be fine for a vacant belt.
Yeah. How close were you, Volk, to being on the card this weekend? Did it get close? Was there real conversations being had about that?
I obviously pushed for it. I said, can we make it happen? But I don't think they ever thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, okay. Now,
unfortunately, as much as I would love to, like last time in Perth, how good it was incredible. But, I really want to fight here in Australia again. I will, but it just can't be this one.
Yeah, fair enough. That'll be worth the wait whenever it is. Hey, we're going to chat some UFC 312 with you a bit later on. But I've been watching your socials, Volk, throughout the week. What's this Volkapalooza you've got going on today? I see some stuff with Sportsbet. Talk us through what the hell is going on today.
Yeah, be a busy day. So we're going to be doing a heap here for Sportsbet. Volkapalooza, we're going to be going live. I'm going to put Nick Cody. So he's a comedian, and as I said, let's see if he's still laughing at the end of our workout. So we're going to put him right through it. It's going to be a live audience, so you can watch that on YouTube, Sportsbet YouTube. We'll make sure we put a heap of the socials out as well, because I reckon there's going to be good content because I'm going to get him spewing, I reckon. That's my goal.
I've heard some rumours. It's something called, is it a meat grinder that you're going to put Cody through? I don't think, I've been told he's not listening. He's currently sitting in a dark room somewhere crying in preparation of this little session you got installed. But just talk us through, what does a meat grinder involve? Because it sounds hectic.
So it's pretty much Nick Cody against like 4 or 5 of us. So we're going to have probably Joe Lopez on the pads. Someone will be striking, someone will be grappling, someone will be wrestling. And they just do 30 seconds. So he's doing the whole 5 minutes. We rotate 30 seconds. And it ain't just anyone doing the wrestling and grappling. We're going to have some of the best in the world in each discipline, really giving it to Nick Cody.
Oh, pray for Nick. I'm definitely tuning in.
Volk, I've seen, over the years with your rugby league background, and is it true that you're a Dragons fan and have done some wrestling sessions with the Dragons players before? Because I can remember last year you doing something similar with Zach Lomax, where he come and train with you guys, and it set him up for a cracker season last year, mate. So are you still doing things like that this year for the Dragons, and how do you see Zach Lomax making his move from the Dragons to Parramatta?
Yeah, so I've got a good connection with all the guys there. We have done a bit of wrestling with them over the years here and there. Lomax actually was training quite a bit with us, so he'll just come and he'll do like all the grappling sessions, and he's an athlete, he really is. So it's good to see him just doing his thing at the moment. But I think it's great. Obviously, the wrestling and all that's great for the rugby league, with the tackling and the control and all that sort of stuff. But also for that, just body awareness, body mechanics, just knowing where you're strong, knowing where you're weak, knowing where your position's strong and where they're weak. So just getting a good feel for that. So if there's a little scramble in the defense or anything like that, he just knows instinctively what to do.
Yeah, I love it. And Zach had a cracker season off the back of doing some of that training with you.
Yeah, I'm a claimant.
It's all the Volk training camp. I heard there's also rumours that he would like to at least potentially look at some of the combat sports. He's mentioned the UFC and even boxing. How do you think he would go in, some of those exhibition sort of fights where they, rugby league players in the past have transitioned over and done some combat sports?
Yeah, well, as I said, man, athletes are always going to do well in pretty much anything, but he is a legit athlete. He's just got a natural feel for everything. So even the little things that it's hard to teach someone, he just does them naturally. So I think him taking it on, and he really does want to. I think he'll do well.
Yeah, nice. Now, we've got to chat some UFC 312 tomorrow. Obviously, it's going to be a bumper day. I think you'll be out there getting around the punters. But a couple of Aussies on the car. We'll start with Jack Jenkins. What's his chances up against Gabriel Santos, Volk?
Well, obviously he's an underdog because this guy's a prospect. A lot of people talking about this other guy, but Jack Jenkins is good. So he's my pick just purely because how good he is. He's so well-rounded. So I don't really care how good this other guy is because I know how well-rounded Jack Jenkins is. So this guy's got to be elite level, like top contender level, for him to give Jack Jenkins a hard time. You know what I mean? So Jack Jenkins got a massive future, and I think he will open some eyes this weekend.
What about Justin Tuffer a little bit later on, mate? Everyone loves seeing the big boys throw him around. He's going to be taken on Teixeira.
Always a knockout out with the Tuffer. Someone's getting knocked out. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You know what I mean? It's That's almost guaranteed. Someone's getting knocked out every time he's competing.
I love how quickly you jumped into. I didn't even get to finish talking about the fight. There. No, I love it, mate. I love how excited you were for the fight because look, it's a couple of fights before the main card, and all the Aussies want to see the Aussies and Australia, New Zealand, Pacific down here go well. So I can't wait for the fireworks and the Tuffer fight.
Same, mate. It's going to be good. The whole event will be good, especially the atmosphere with all the Aussies in that fighting. It's just going to be incredible.
Now, the big one, Druggers Duplessis, Sean Strickland. Give us a breakdown. How do you see this one going, mate? Maybe a little prediction for the punters out there to follow the Volk in.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a decision, but a good fight. I just think they're both tough. They're both durable. So I think I can't really see a finish. I think it's going to be a close fight like last time, but I think Drukas edges it.
There we go. You heard it from the great man, mate. Go put that mouth guard back in. Jump in the ring, keep doing your thing. We're going to keep our eyes, and he's firmly peeled for an announcement very, very soon about what's up next for you. But thanks for joining the Mowers Club, and all the best in the future. We'll chat soon.
No worries. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Mouth guard in.